Hi guys, how are you all doing? Hope you guys are doing fine. How are you all doing? Okay, so I'm going to touch on this topic really briefly. I did say I was going to um, come on it, and this is especially because there's been quite a lot of ignorance and misconception. There's been a whole lot of misconception. Dr. John J, I see you. There's been a whole lot of misconception about this particular matter. So let us address it. A lot of people are saying, hey, how come? A lot of people are saying, hey, how come Bobrisky is in prison, but Cubana chief priest is free? We need to explain that there's a difference between Bobrisky's case and Cubana chief priest's case. Bobrisky pleaded guilty. What does it mean to plead guilty? Please forgive me. I'm the one that did it. I'll not do it again. Have you ever been in front of your parents and you confess to doing something? Have you been in front of your parents before and you confess to doing something? Sometimes your parents can say, go, and don't do it again. Sometimes your parents can say, I will flog you, or I will ground you. But it is your father's or mother's or joint parents' prerogative to punish or not to punish you, or to give you a mild punishment or a harsh punishment. What about Cubana chief priest? Cubana chief priest says, I am not guilty. This has nothing to do with network and net worth and the people you know. No. The two of them did not. Cubana chief priest said, I no do am. Bobrisky say, yes, I do am. So person will say he no do am, there are so many legal implications to convert him from innocent until proven guilty to guilty. Legally, it is believed that the onus is upon the accuser to provide evidence, not in all cases, but in most cases. So, there's going to be a trial, there's going to be a lengthy trial, but at least he's going to come home, he's going to be coming from home and attending the trial. Someone asked me, Daddy Freeze, should Bobrisky have pleaded innocent too? I was not there. I do not understand the level of lawyers he has or what they have against him. So you cannot compare two matters. And a lot of people are starting to say, oh, people don't like Bobrisky. No, Bobrisky don't already talk saying Duam. So what is there to like or what is there not to like? Someone said it's about who you know and money. I don't think so. Or at least not right now. Right now, it's about one person saying he's guilty. The other person said, no, I'm not guilty. I'm innocent. So that's the matter. That's the long and the short of the matter. A lot of people are going to call you and are going to try to say, oh, Nigeria, just know people, oh, just be famous, oh, just have money, oh. You want to tell me that Bobrisky does not have money? You want to tell me that Bobrisky does not know people? This, you see, if it was Bobrisky against an up and coming musician or broadcaster that nobody knows, then we can say, oh, money and power at play. These are two equally influential and equally wealthy individuals. Maybe Chief Priest a bit wealthier than Bobrisky, but we don't know the details of their finances. But one thing we know is, the only thing we know that it is 100% sure is, one person said, I'm guilty. The other person said, I am not guilty. Somebody said the judge just wanted to punish Bob. I don't agree. You don't know what transpired in court. Unless I was there in court, unless I have a lawyer's perspective, a lawyer who was there, who said, oh, this could have gone this way, could have gone this way, then I can make up my mind. You don't know what led to where they got to. Somebody say Bob not get money, and they stay waiting that Pinnock, the cheapest house in Pinnock Beach Estate, even if it's rent, it will be like 30 million a year. If he bought it, like maybe 400 million, 300 million. So you cannot say Bob is not rich, or Bob not get money, or Bob not. Someone says, so why was CP asked to pay 10 million naira? 10 million naira is the bond, the bail that was set. He wasn't asked to bring money. You want to tell me that if they told Bob to bring 10 million, he will not bring 10 million? No, that is the bail. This particular matter, I don't believe is a levels pass. Is an open and short matter. One person tell you saying guilty. The other one tell you say in not guilty. So how you want to judge the matter? The discretion of the option of a fine. Let's remember that Chief Priest did not pay a fine. No. He posted bail. Those of you that are saying Bobrisky did not have money, have you forgotten that they were first trying him for money laundering, where they said 185 million passed through his company? So Bobrisky is not poor. So let us always keep that. Let us be fair at the back of our minds. There's a lesson to us all. Don't spray the naira. Stay away from spraying the naira. We've all learned that. I believe every Nigerian has learned that. Someone said, what's the difference between fine and bail? I want to bring a lawyer to come and answer this question. Make it not be saying that Daddy Freeze answer him. Where is Mary Yoon? Somebody say lawyer pass lawyer. That's also something there. Oh. A good lawyer can also be very, very useful in situations like these. A good lawyer can change the narrative because they understand the law and would advise you accordingly. So yes, a good lawyer is very, very paramount in this situation. Sarah. Let me call Sarah. Sarah is always available, or more often available than not. Maybe Sarah still asleep. They never wake for Canada yet. Yeah, are you busy? Yes. Very quickly and very urgently. Bobrisky versus Chief Priest. Why is Bobrisky in jail and Chief Priest at home? And I'll tell you all the perspectives. A moment like how long? 10 minutes is too long. I don't want to stay here this long. All right, all right, all right, all right. You're welcome. Let me see if I can call Mary. And I was trying to get them since. So if you have many Free Nation lawyers that come and help us. Say yeah, taste buds. Person they call and they disturb and they Zoom meeting. What's wrong with my WhatsApp? Don't they mess up? Oh God. I never see this level as in the WhatsApp, you go open them, you go close them, you go still carry you go back where you know one day. And it's not going back. Finally. WhatsApp now another level. My phone no dey type again. No kilo shele. No dey type again. No kilo she iPhone 15. Mary Yoon. As in letter A no come dey type again for my phone. iPhone 15 no do as your power reach you. iPhone 16 cannot be out yet till September. Somebody say I'm a BBN lawyer, call me. Okay, I'll just reboot it. Baba, I no get power to buy phone now. Make I just reboot the phone, whether I'm waiting the worry and be that. Someone say remove your screen guard. Yes, my screen guard has broken. I need a new one. Tamari, I say I know buy iPhone 15 again. Buy you. The phone not bad like that. It just sabi overheat. Someone say wiper hammer. So tell Siri to restart iPhone. I don't use my hand restart them, so it's restarting. So that's the topic. I'm going to bring a lawyer. There's so many people who want to come live. All these people sending me requests. I don't know them. The overheating no be here. I never see this iPhone 15 overheating. I never see the kind for my whole life. Somebody say na iPhone 6, but I know na 15, 1.5, not 6. Tolu Honeycool, how are you doing, my sister? So that's what the discussion is about, I guess. Tolu Honeycool, what did you study in uni? Let me
Daddy, please, I'm coming. Let me get dressed.
Okay.
Just 1 minute.
Okay. Come in. Did you warm it well this time? Wasn't? No, the last time was okay. Oh, or is it the same thing we had last time? Okay, come. Is there ice? Give me that glass.
Glasses. Okay. Found something to wear.
Ophel from Taste Buds NG. For those of you who want to be professional chefs.
I'll be right. Yeah, on it.
Yeah, go ahead. What you very welcome.
Hi, Daddy, please.
You just awake. Oh yeah, talk to me.
Okay.
Tell me what your opinion is.
Ah, one person's lawyer thought it would be an open and shut case. Thought it would be since there's no precedent for somebody being jailed for.
Are you a lawyer?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just enough knowledge for somebody being jailed for spraying money. So he thought it would be, and to make it the case just go away. I'm sure Bob had enough of being paraded and everything. I just wanted the case to go away, and the lawyer thought that would be the best, the best, the best deal at the time. But he didn't know that the judge would throw the book at Bob and basically force, send him to jail and not even give the option of a fine, because that's what the lawyer said. Bob's lawyer, when they interviewed him, he said the option would be either option of a fine, and the fine is just 50,000 naira, or 6 months jail term. But of course, when there's either or, you would think the judge would tilt towards one of the two, not give you a jail sentence without option of a fine. So I think that's what happened in Bob's. And now, since Bob has set the precedent, Cubana's lawyer knows better and knows that they're trying to, make basically use all the celebrities as, and knows better than to just even if there's evidence of him spraying money, you can still say no. You can still say you're not guilty. There's always there's still room for arguments. It's how you saw it. You, from your point of view, I might be guilty, but me, my own point of view, I wasn't guilty, and it's left for the lawyer to argue it that I'm not guilty.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, I was eating.
Me, I'm still eating, so let me hear you.
Hello, Mom Tolu.
Hi,
pretty. Oh, your dog is so cute.
It can't be like say you photocopy Ada. You begin resemble Ada. All right, Ada, what is your take?
Me, all I have to say is it's not every time you have to say the truth, though. Sometimes you need to lie.
What are you saying?
But that's the truth. The only reason he's out is because he said he wasn't guilty. But Bobrisky thought maybe in the law court should set him free. I mean, that was the only mistake he made. I mean, it's
why are
okay
you
to
saying
be careful,
Bobrisky made a mistake? Is it not good I told the truth?
That's the thing. Not in the law court. They catch you go court, lie. It's okay, lie.
Ada.
Yes, lie.
Lie, no Ada.
Let me tell you what my dad told me. So my dad is a retired police officer. He told me it will never happen. He told me if you ever buy somebody and then you see police coming, buy another person.
Why?
Because that way you only serve jail time. But if you buy one person, they'll replace your life. They'll replace that person's life with yours. According to Che. So not every time a person will yes. If it's one person, they will use you and replace. But if it's two, you will save jail time and you come out. So this law matter. Sometimes life, they hold you. Sorry. Like, come on. So it's sad, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So not every time truth will come
As a
for
man
your
of God,
mouth.
I will not advise anybody to lie. Tell the truth.
If they would, I think Bobrisky read that portion in the Bible. Say the truth shall set you free that morning, boy. Best of.
Why not the last Bobrisky?
Cool.
The only thing that pained me with Bobrisky, and I'm going to be very honest, is when the prison system now starts saying he's actually male, he's not female. As in, is that really fair?
Me, I don't know, but
Nigerian law does not recognize the transgenders.
But we need to know how many people did they carry to prison that they told us
nobody is talking about his gender now. We're talking about money.
I know, but I just went into that.
Oh well.
What did you say?
It's too hot.
So our lawyer has still not come to work. Oh. Sarah, we're going to
They
mark you
will.
absent today. Oh.
I think I'm choking. I need to go. I'm eating.
You cannot go anywhere after advising my people to be lying.
No, but it's we have video. But again, the naira that we saw that he was spraying, I mean the money he might
Mary,
say
join
it
me
wasn't
online. It's online.
reasonable.
I'm looking for you for.
I have to go, TF. My hands are dirty.
Your mouth is clean. Stay.
I'm not eating alone. I got company at home.
All right, bye. Our beautiful Sarah.
Laura's here.
Daddy Freeze.
Okay.
Okay.
So legally, we are coming from a legal
Hello.
perspective. A lot of people have been talking online saying, oh, why is Bobrisky in jail and Cubana chief priest free? So as a lawyer, explain legally to the public.
Okay, for me to thoroughly explain, while I will give a general perspective to things, I won't be able to give thorough explanation to distinguish both cases because I don't have the full facts of the charges against Cubana chief priest. I just have a general overview. I've not been able to see the details of the charges against him. Well, but from what I can see and what I know, he pleaded not guilty. And in criminal matters, it's proved beyond any reasonable doubt. Any reason, in fact, any atom of doubt. So I guess they decided to play it safe by subjecting the whole case to full trial. And that way, the trick behind that is this. Forget the fact that, okay, there are videos showing him going around, showing him spraying money. Because I believe based on the facts, the few facts flying around is the fact that he was praying at one event in Eco Hotel. Okay. Now, how that spraying of money can be interpreted as naira mutilation and abuse of the naira notes is something that they want to subject to trial. So it should
to an
take
academic debate, as it is called.
Exactly, if you want to use that word, yes, to a debate to prove it that this has actually resulted in the mutilation of the naira note. Now he could be spraying, but whether it has it is an abuse of the naira notes. Now let the full course of the law run itself. Okay. He pleaded not guilty, and that made him to have the bail that he's entitled to, and he was granted bail to the sum of 10 million. Bobrisky, on the other side, for I think multiple reasons. It's not just the charges against him. I learned that there are other charges against him relating to money laundering and the rest. And some people are presuming that he had some form of plea bargain and decided to just, plead guilty. So it's not strictly speaking the same fact and scenario for Bobrisky and Cubana chief priest. Yeah. So that this would influence their decision to either plead guilty or not to plead guilty. So we should look at it from that perspective that Bobrisky has a peculiar case. He does have a peculiar case.
But lawyer, don't you think if Bobrisky's lawyer had had all the facts of the deal on the table, that okay, we are dropping charges of money laundering, all the other charges, and just sticking with this naira mutilation charge and the sentence, and also have the sentence in the deal as well. If they had the sentence in the deal, that it would be 50,000. I don't know if the sentence is part of the package when there's a
when it comes to very good question, please. I think we need to clear this. When it comes to plea bargain, most times, first of all, it's not practiced appropriately when it comes to
Now,
practicing
I want
it
to
in
say something
Nigeria.
before she says something from a layman's perspective. The plea bargain is between the two parties, not the judge. The judge still has the. You cannot say if I
That's
plead
where I'm coming
guilty,
to.
they will give me 6 months. No, they
That's
can
where
give
I'm
you
coming to.
maximum 6 months, but you can't
Yeah,
tell
it's
what the
still at
judge
the
will do.
discretion of the
Of the
judge.
judge.
So usually, the judge should still be an independent arbiter on its own. Whatever negotiation takes place between the prosecution and the defense. In fact, there are other factors. There are a lot of factors that go into plea bargaining, which is not usually practiced in the full course of itself. You know, when you're coming to plea bargain, there are requirements that you must go through. And at the end of the day, when you have successfully bargained the case, you should present it before the judge, but the judge will still have his own full discretion. The only thing is that he could consider certain factors that you have presented. So they still just took the chance with the assumption that they will be given a lenient sentence. Oh, the option of fine is, you can't absolutely conclude that the option of fine is what will be given to you.
Yes, you are not the
But
judge.
I guess most people would lean towards that. Unfortunately, he was faced with something else. You know, so plea bargain is still tricky. To me, it's still evolving in Nigeria. The way we are practicing it, we are not practicing it the proper way. Because the way some people are practicing it, it seems to be promoting criminal activities. Like, oh, yes, I can do this and just go and plea bargain. No, that's not the motive behind plea bargaining. So I think that's a talk for another day if we want to go into the details of what should go in for plea bargain. Back to this issue, from what we can gather, Bobrisky had more issues to contend with, and he felt the best way to calm things down was to just plead guilty and be on the safer side.
Right.
For Cubana chief priest, I guess that's the only charge against him, and he wants things to go. And in a way, if we look at our criminal justice system, it's buying time. You don't know what and time heals. Time makes things lighter. If he wants to go through the full course of the law and go through trial, along the line, things will subpedal. We are in the heat of the moment now. Daddy Freeze, if you understand what I mean. We're in the heat of the moment. As trial is ongoing, and if they are not speeding up the trial process, they are taking their time gradually, things can happen that could result in him not being, you never know which way the decision will go anyway. So he's buying time, if you ask me. And I think his lawyers are giving him good advice. So
I agree.
Okay,
everybody's still
there's a
trying their
guy,
luck.
I don't know, Sawyer 5, if you're a lawyer. I don't know if you're a lawyer. I like to have another lawyer's perspective. Mary Yuen, my lovely Mary Uchechi Nwabara. I hope I got that.
No, you didn't. Nabara.
Nwabara.
If you want another lawyer, I can go.
No. If the lawyer comes then, but until then, it's okay for you to wait. So, Mary, what is your take?
I didn't join on time, but I want to guess is the conversation between.
Yes, let me bring you up to speed. I saw some people online saying, it's not fair. Cubana chief priest was released, but Bobrisky is in prison. Why?
Bobrisky's case, I don't know what his bail conditions were, and if he was able to meet them, that could be a possibility. He probably wasn't able to meet his bail conditions, or because he's taking his plea of guilt, and they're like, okay, let's
Bobrisky
just
has been sentenced to 6 months imprisonment.
Okay.
While sentenced already.
While Cubana chief priest pleaded not guilty and is proceeding to trial.
He's granted bail during the pendency of
now, while we're here, since we have 2 lawyers on board, a lot of people are saying, just have money. Cubana chief priest paid 10 million. Bail is different from fine.
Yeah.
What Bobrisky would have been asked to pay, should it have come to that, would have been a fine. Now, lawyers in the house, please explain to the people the difference between bail and a fine. Thank you very much.
Okay, so being granted bail during the course of a lawsuit is you being able to, not be detained, but still available for court trial. So, for example, there are charges against you, and you come before a court of competent jurisdiction, and they have have mandate to either detain you so that they can ensure compliance or ensure your court. They either have mandate or based on maybe public based on the at risk of flight, decide to grant you. They can tell you to maybe bring 2 shorties, landed properties, bring some amount of money to be kept in court possession until completion of the trial. Fine, on the other hand, is a penalty. It's a case you have been found guilty of an offense, and they are sure, and they say, okay, we can let you go. You don't have to serve sentence time. You can pay this fine, or you pay retribution fee, which is also the fine. So that one is after sentencing has happened, while bail is during the course of the trial.
Now, a question a lot of people are asking, sorry,
it's a form of
that
security.
10 million naira that Cubana chief priest gave the court, is he going to get it back?
Yes. If it's a form of security, like I was trying to add to what she has said, like the way you bring in shorty as well, and the bail sum, which, as they popularly call it, is a form of security to ensure your presence and attendance in court as well.
Okay, so what if, let's imagine, God forbid, he gets sentenced. Is he still going to refund the bail, or then the court keeps the money?
If he gets sentenced, I think the bail money is always refunded. As long as your bail is assured, your bail money will always be refunded.
Okay, so guys, you need to understand the difference between a fine.
So it's different from penalty.
Or a penalty and bail. If they set your bail at 500 million naira, it just means you are going to give assets worth 500 million naira to the court. You don't have to carry a bag of 500 million naira and go and give the court. No. Just give them a house in Maitama, the papers to a house in Maitama, so that you will not skip bail.
A question. I've seen cases where the bail is set, right? Take for instance, they set the bail of 10 million, but it's like a percentage of that 10 million that they actually need in. Does it have to be the entire 10 million or a percentage of the money?
It should be the entire money. Or that equates that amount.
Now let me explain what bail is. You see, these people are lawyers. They went to school, good schools. One has PhD, the other one went to my mother's school. My mother taught her, the one with glasses. But you see, let me explain what bail means to me and you that did not go to law school. It means you can go home and be coming from home. Do you understand? It's like a ransom.
Let's state it that if your bail term was not breached, if you do not breach your bail term.
Yes.
Yeah, if you are meant to appear in court on a certain day, you must be there. So take note, this is a form of security so you don't breach it. So if you breach it, you don't expect to get it back. Because it's tied to a condition. Yep.
So you must not breach it. Now, if you must breach it, because we are human beings, diarrhea will hook person on the day we in get court case. So you have to have a doctor's report. You have to have the court formally informed. Your lawyers have to be there. You understand, to inform the court that this is why our client is not in court today. You understand, and you also have to convince the judge of the accuracy of your claim.
Of course.
So it's not that your client has diarrhea, then they see your client on private jet chilling. You understand what I'm saying? So there are two different cases. This session that we're hosting now is just to educate the public, so you would make informed contributions to conversations. Not chief priest get money, don't pay 10 million, it don't go. No. Bail is different from a fine. Some people are saying this. I want to interpret it from a layman's perspective and then hand over to you, lawyer, just in 2 minutes to interpret this. Some people are saying because chief priest is richer and knows more people than Bob, that is why Bob is behind bars and chief priest is walking. My response to that as a layman who's not a lawyer is simple. Bob is as influential as chief priest, or almost as influential, or they'll be within the same brackets. And Bob is also quite wealthy. I'm sure if they told Bobrisky to bring 100 million, and if he brings 100 million, he will go home, he will find that 100 million. It will not be too hard for him to find. But you see, the difference is not their influence, not their finances, is because one agreed that he did something wrong, while the other did not agree that he did anything wrong. So the onus is now on those who are to prove that chief priest is wrong. Now they can now go ahead and have a session in court and show that yes, he was actually wrong. While Bobrisky, any person who won't buy, don't see person who won't bury person. So it is more or less an open and shut case. Am I right? Am I wrong? Lawyers, over to you.
You're right. So basically, Bob has simplified the trial process. He's not wasting taxpayers' money. He's not wasting the court's time. So the court can just give speedy judgment in that situation. But chief priest has decided to go through the hog of trial, wasting the court's time, wasting court taxpayers' money, whatever the case may be. So it's the onus is now on the prosecution to prove that case beyond reasonable doubt by producing evidence, video evidence, written evidence, whatever picture evidence that chief priest in fact, defaced the naira. So now chief priest doesn't have to do it. All he has to do is just come to court and keep quiet. The prosecution will plead their case, and after everything, the court will decide, okay, I find you guilty, or I allow you to go based on the insufficient evidence before this honorable court. So that's how it works. Okay, to add to what my learned colleague has said, on the side of chief priest and undergoing the full halls of the law, presenting the evidence is another. People could ask, we concluded Bobrisky's case so fast, so swiftly. That's because he pleaded guilty. So there was nothing to prove. Now, when it comes to proving a criminal in criminal trial, is proof beyond reasonable doubt, like I've earlier mentioned. Evidence that are being tendered, admissibility of those evidence is another thing that could the relevance of those evidence, the admissibility. If you are presenting picture or video evidence, who can present those evidence? Is it the right that would make the evidence admissible in that trial? So when you see that the trials start taking longer than people, maybe the general public would expect, it's because there's a process, and this process must take its course. So, of course, it will require a lot of expenses on the part of the prosecution, because they are the ones alleging, they are the ones that would first. So, basically, we should be ready for a full trial, and that full trial would involve a whole lot beyond what we expect. So when it starts taking time, we should look at admission of evidence, the witnesses that would come and testify, and a whole lot of things that are involved in full trial. So this might take a longer time than we expect compared to Bobrisky's case. Bobrisky, I don't know if he had a lawyer or he self-represented. He sure did. He did, yeah. He did. His lawyer spoke. And like I said, he has his own choice, and there's nothing wrong in pleading guilty if you know you were guilty. So there's nothing wrong, but we all know the law is an ass.
They can go.
Yeah, the law is announced. You can turn it whichever way you want. But this case, like I said, there are other factors, underlining factors that he probably considered.
And to play devil's advocate, there was no it was the first case of Naira mutilation actually going to trial, right? So the lawyer probably
speaking, I wouldn't know if that's the first case. We need to research that. That might be the first case that went viral.
Yeah, first public case. So yeah, I think the lawyer just played it, thought, assumed that it won't amount to anything and not.
Yeah, I would really like to be careful. I don't really like the way some people are kind of trolling Bobrisky's lawyer or giving comments to question his competence.
Yes, I also don't like that too.
Yeah, like
you
saying he's a BSc
somebody
lawyer
went to study law for 6 years in a university. You don't know the merits of the case.
Exactly.
You don't know. Baba, what if there was a possibility of a 20-year jail term for money laundering being dangled like this?
Exactly.
Right.
You understand? So I would never blame Bobrisky's lawyer. I will not say he's not qualified. No. You understand? I will not blame Bobrisky's lawyer for anything. You don't know what was dangled before them. Do you understand? Maybe, you see, if I'll blame anyone, I'll blame Bobrisky.
Why?
Because Bobrisky made a statement when he was quarreling with Portable. He said, nobody feel lock him. He has that larger than life, nothing anybody go do me. Even though not bragging, not play. There are some messages that someone can send to a lawyer on WhatsApp, a judge on WhatsApp.
A judge.
Do you understand? They can play that message in court during the trial and say, look at the person that you are talking about. Look at what he's saying. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Because the essence of a cross-examination, by my understanding, is to paint the witness as an incredible witness. If I can establish that Mary Yoon is not a trustworthy witness, I have more or less won the case, because any claim she or her lawyer makes will now look shady. You also need to understand that although the justice system is blind, the judge is not. And if you give somebody the discretion to take a decision, sometimes they want to teach a lesson. Cubana chief priest fights less people, is more loved. He's just a cute guy that everybody loves. He will go to the blogs DM, he will share money, he's a lovable guy. Bob, on the other hand, is a good guy too. You'll be amazed the kind of amazing things Bob has done. Bob, Harry Song's wife, Bob was among the people that helped that woman. Bob even chatted me up over Harry Song's wife. So, but you see, the problem is, you also need to understand that an impression is being created. All of us have that problem. So you have to be careful of the impression you are creating of yourself. Because when the time comes that somebody has to make a decision over you, and it is their prerogative to make a decision, how you appear, what you say, the things you say in public can all count against you. So I will not blame Bobrisky's lawyer. We were not there, we're not part of the trial, and may we not see case where go make you look like say you know sabi your work.
Yeah.
Because he get the kind case where go make you look like say you know sabi the work. Meanwhile, no be you. On the other hand, Cubana chief priest decided to go the route of a trial. Like the lawyer suggested, maybe they had a little less on him. So that is easier. And sometimes, even if they have more, this was what I was explaining to Bongoli that day when Bongoli was saying, if they hold you, everything they hold against you must be proven. You will go back and forth and you
beyond
waste
reasonable doubt.
beyond reasonable
Beyond
doubt.
any atom of doubt. Any atom of doubt.
So you will go back and forth, and of course, none of them is going to hire Bekelemes lawyers. They are going to be sans. They are going to use all sorts of technicalities. They are going to use all sorts of. So law is not open and close. And because
It's
a
an
lawyer
act.
won a case does not mean the lawyer is a liar. He just means he understood the case well, understood the legal system well, and was able to maneuver the case in such a way that technically his client, whether it's the prosecuting lawyer or the defendant's lawyer, they were able to establish their case properly. You need to understand that all of you that are judging this case on social media, some of you do not have school certs. No. Some of you bribed your way through university. Some of you spent more time in church praying than actually reading. I should not be addressing this case at all. There's really nothing to address. One person say guilty, the other person say not guilty. Do I need to spend 47 minutes, bring 2 lawyers to explain to you? Do you know why I have to do it? Because you are not agree go school. If I say all of you start to speak in tongues now, you will hear different. Some go give them beats, they go speak in tongues. Some people go speak in tongues, they go from octave to octave. Small book like this, they don't know.
Also, doesn't intent, apart from the evidence presented, intent also has to be proven, correct?
Yes.
The intent behind the crime.
Not in this case. I don't think. Lawyers, over to you.
Sorry, can I get a question one more time, please?
I'm saying, apart from the evidence presented, doesn't intent also have to be proven? Like, I did not intend to meet Nara, right?
Yeah. Okay, so for the major ingredients of any offense is the mental intent and the action itself, which is mens rea and actus rea.
Actus rea, yeah.
Has to be an intent, and there has to be the action itself. They have video evidence. They have to prove the mental intent. Any form of doubt is resolved in favor of the accused. So Chief Priest has the possibility to walk free completely or not. Any single doubt is resolved in favor of Chief Priest and not the person who is alleging, who must prove, right?
So I'm right? Intent has to be.
You have a point there. You have a point with proving mental intention, because it's a combination of both, like my colleague said, actus reus and mens rea. But the mental intention is a bit tricky, because that could be proven through, that could be reflected in your actions as well. If you don't intend to carry out something, you wouldn't have worked towards it. So your mental intention could be associated with the process with which you have gathered the money, get your notes, arranged it, organize it, come to that place. All shows that you are working towards achieving an aim. So that could be traced to your mental intention. Now, your mental intention to spray. Now, whether you have a mental intention, a mental intention to actually mutilate the naira, it's another question.
Which is the charge?
Whether you have a mental intention to abuse the naira is another. That's why I said, that's like she said, it's the law is an ass. So he's trying his luck, and he could go either ways based on facts and evidence that could prove actions and intentions.
The charge might not even be one. It might be 5. They'll just tell you that you also to these sprayed naira notes and cost so and so.
Cost,
That's you. Cost the naira to me. They will put like this. So anywhere you took it, they owe you. That's the So child, they'll put like, bogus charges, like maybe 10 charges against you, and then you have to start dealing with it
so
one.
you have a major point.
Anyway,
Sorry?
guys, this is as far as we
Time for
can
my
go
BSc law.
on this
Yeah,
particular
you
topic.
you raised a major point, the mental intent. Nice one.
Nice one, Tolu Honeyco. I have smart people following me.
Mm.
I have smart people following me. That's as far as we can go. Thank you so much, my lawyers. Thank you so much, Mary Yoon, and thank you so much, Sarah Sani. Sarah Sani has PhD in law. I always like to celebrate that. She's a particularly smart lady. While Mary Yoon finished her
Yeah.
law degree with first class, not 2-1,
Awesome.
2-1 senior brother, first class. So as
Awesome.
far as I'm concerned, these are two of the most brilliant female lawyers you can find around. You can reach them in their DMs if you have any legal matters that you want them to attend to, of course, for a fee. Please don't look for, they don't want to marry, they're not looking for a husband. They are looking for work.
Freeze.
Hey, Mary, Sarah, you will not find husband on social media. Social media husband is not what I want for any of you. Wala, boy. We never finish Cora or Bidion.
I tell you.
Yeah,
Please.
you got address this will come too.
We've addressed it and I'm going to come back and address it more. I've got to run. Thank you so much, ladies. Mrs. Linda, I see you in the comment section. You guys know Pop My Money Gun. You dey enjoy lawyer. You think say to get this kind of law degree, they free. Oh yeah, bye guys. Thank you. Thank you, Tolu. Thank you, everyone. I see you. Thank you. Ada Blessing, if you want. Thank you, Sama Baby. I see all of you. Made man yo. God bless you all. Take care.
Bye.
Yeah.